Welcome to the Office of the Treasurer. I'm glad you're taking a few minutes to learn about us and the responsibilities we have within the Finance Department. Hello, I'm Tom Edelman, Metropolitan Treasurer and Collections Officer. I say it that way since the two are separate positions in the Metro Charter, and I will discuss the duties of each over the next few minutes. As an overview, there are 10 of us in the Treasurer's Office. We are a diverse and dedicated group of individuals from a wide range of experiences. Even though we are small in number, the importance of our responsibilities to the Metro is by no means small. As finance professionals, we like to talk numbers. So here are a few fun facts. We manage over $3 billion of bonded debt. Between $3 and $4 billion is invested at any given time. We process over $4 billion in bank transactions, and we process direct tax collections of over $100 million annually. Let's quickly run through the legalities around the office. Metro Charter states the Metropolitan Treasurer shall be responsible for the custody and disbursement of all funds belonging to the Metropolitan Government, and all funds handled by Metropolitan Government officers as agents or trustees. Over the years, duties of the collection officer within the Finance Department have changed significantly. In the mid-1990s, the Finance Department Collections Office disbanded and duties moved to other areas of the government. In 2012, the administration recommended and Metro Council approved the creation of the Finance Collections Office for collecting tourism taxes, liquor and beer taxes, and certain franchise fees. The Office of the Treasurer has 4 broad areas of responsibility: debt management, investments, cash operations, and collections. Over the next few videos, we'll provide more details on each of these areas. Let's begin by talking about debt management. The main objectives of the debt area are to issue debt authorized by Metro Council, manage existing debt until it is retired, ensure access to interim financing for approved capital projects, and stay in compliance with all tax and regulatory requirements. To accomplish this, we work with Metro's outside financial advisor, Metro Legal, outside bond counsel, and various Metro departments. Types of debt used to pay for capital projects include general obligation bonds, also known as GO bonds, water and sewer revenue bonds, sports authority revenue bonds, convention center revenue bonds, and commercial paper. Here is a look at each of these types of bonds. GO bonds are debt instruments that provide long-term financing for approved capital expenditures for general government projects. Police precincts, fire stations, schools, sidewalks, bike paths, roads, parks, libraries, and community centers are all examples of the types of projects funded by general obligation bonds. The bonds are direct obligations backed by the full faith and credit of the Metropolitan Government. The principal and interest payments on the bonds are payable from ad valorem taxes levied on taxable property in Davidson County. Some key factors affecting bond issuance include determining the timing of the bond issue and the type of sale, either negotiated or competitive. Some of the items considered in this process include the amount of outstanding commercial paper, debt service requirements, the current bond market, and in the case of refunding bonds, the ability to generate debt service savings. Council must approve bond resolutions authorizing the sale and structure of the bonds. Refunding bonds require us to notify the state prior to council action. Review and ratings by rating agencies. Metro currently receives ratings from S&P and Moody's. Preparation of an official statement used by underwriters to market the sale of the bonds. Pricing and closing of the issue. Water and sewer revenue bonds provide long-term financing for capital projects of Metro's water and sewer systems, as approved by Metro Council. Payment of principal and interest on the bonds is from revenues received from charges to the users of the system. No other funds of the government support payments of these bonds. Sports Authority revenue bonds provide long-term financing for specific projects approved by both the Sports Authority and Metro Council. The principal and interest payments on these bonds are from specified revenue sources related to the project and described in detail in the authorizing legislation. The Nashville Sounds Ballpark is an example of a project funded by Sports Authority revenue bonds. Like Sports Authority bonds, Convention Center Authority bonds provide long-term financing for projects approved by the authority and Metro Council. This type of bond funded construction of the Music City Convention Center. Tourism taxes provide revenue to pay principal and interest on the bonds. Most Sports Authority and Convention Center Authority bonds are backed by pledges of Metro's non-tax revenues in the event the revenues of the entities are not sufficient for principal and interest payments. The need to use Metro's non-tax revenues to pay any of these obligations has never happened and is not expected to happen in the future. Commercial paper is a short-term financing program that provides low-cost funding of capital project expenditures until we issue bonds. These are bond anticipation notes authorized by state law and approved by Metro Council. Metro has separate GO and water and sewer commercial paper programs backed by the revenue sources described earlier. Until bonds are issued to take out commercial paper, interest is paid to the note holders. Metro commits to bondholders through a continuing disclosure agreement to provide annual information on the financing and operating conditions of the government and other involved authorities. Each bond issue has its own set of reporting requirements. Upon release of Metro's comprehensive annual financial report, which is the main document included with continuing disclosure, other information is consolidated into an annual filing through the Municipal Securities Rulemaking Board's electronic municipal market access. The information is then available to bondholders and investors for review. Thank you for taking time to learn about the Metropolitan Treasurer. I hope this gave you a feel for the debt management functions we perform and encourage you to view the other videos in areas of Treasury.
Did you know by Metro Charter the Treasurer is responsible for custody and disbursement of all funds belonging to the metropolitan government?